Vic, I don't want to steal the fan from you.
Oh.
Victor Allen's new Sportz. Hot.
Yeah.
Neil Urban. It's hot. Brought to you by the Ball and Black Man. The one the ladies call Sexual Chocolate. Here's Vic. There he is. That's him. Mama, that's that man.
What's all the yelling for? Okay.
I'm trying to add excitement to the intro.
Hey, well, you guys, you know what it is. If you don't know sports, you know something about it, right?
That's
you don't
right.
care about the details, right? So, Brandy, if somebody said you know something about sports, you would shake your head and say, "Yes, I know something about
Sure,
sports."
I know lots of things about sports.
See, so let me do this. This is what's going to happen, you guys. It's going to be real simple. I'm going to give you the first lead in which we talk about the most impressive quarterback versus competition over the weekend, with the NFL starting off with the games that kept all the men away from their women. Girlfriends, wives, wannabes, engaged, fiancés. This is the day where they actually said, he's left me now, and I can go do what I want to.
Thank you.
I tell them to go shopping.
Thank you, football.
Women should go shopping on that day.
Give me a credit card.
Yeah, that's all you want. So here it is. This is our credit card moment. I like that, Brandy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
credit card moment.
There you go.
Here we go. You guys are wrong. How do you rate? I'm gonna do this one. This is just for the fellows who are really into the quarterbacks, and then we're gonna follow with some other stuff. The most impressive quarterback competition involved like different levels, from first-year rookies to the superstars to the elder superstars making a comeback to see if they can deliver an impact. So let's look at it this way. I put up 5 or 6 quarterbacks that all won games and gave you stats. And if you want to follow with this, you know where it is, New Sports here on the Morning Coffee broadcast segment. If you want to know who I'm talking about, I got Mark Sanchez, RG3, Robert Griffin III, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Alex Smith. I thought those are the best games because they all won. They all were in what they call their moment. Mark Sanchez, definitely because Tim Tebow's on his back. And we know that women love Tim Tebow. Isn't that right, Brandy? Mm-hmm. See, all day.
TT.
I still keep messaging him on Facebook. He's not answering me.
see.
Some Bible
and it's
quotes.
true. And it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the next is Peyton Manning, which was big because Pittsburgh being probably one of the biggest games. Tom Brady coming back in, getting smashed in the nose, having a little bloody nose against the Tennessee Titans. Alex Smith, who I think right now this team reminds me of the New York Giants on steroids, because they're just putting down the hurt against the Green Bay Packers. So, Mario, here it is. If we look at the photos, I broke it down from this group down to 3 quarterbacks I thought that impressed people. First photo says RG3, Washington. The next photo is Peyton Manning, who basically cured all ills about how's that post-neck surgery performance, and I mean, he delivered big time. Smartest man on the field on adjustments I've ever seen.
Man.
Smartest, period. And our third one, the one I actually totally got wrong, is New York Jets' Mark Sanchez. They delivered 40-plus points going to Buffalo. And he put the Tebow on, like I said, third string, you ain't coming in here to take my spot. So, Mario, here it is. Out of those quarterbacks, out of the stats that we see here now, who was the most impressive quarterback outing for the first game in your mind?
Peyton Manning.
Oh, I knew he was going to say that.
Peyton Manning.
I knew he was going to say that.
Peyton Manning, but only because of what he's been through and because the touches of brilliance. He makes the hard things look so easy, Vic. He made it look so easy. I was simply amazed.
Yes.
Now, he's the only one who could have topped, to me, the performance by RG3, because, to me, that's still as a rookie.
Right.
In terms of poise. Mike Shanahan's got to be the happiest person in the world to run. He always did run a disciplined team.
Right.
But RG3
showed
so much poise and confidence as a rookie. I've never seen that before. It's like what it's really a repeat of Cam Newton's performance from last year.
Right.
But still, to be that disciplined, this is in Mike Shanahan's offense.
Right.
It's just the way you do things, okay?
Right.
And I was just so impressed. So I don't know. I say Peyton Manning, but maybe I have to flip if to say RG3.
Right.
It was so close, but those two, Peyton, because he was the same old Peyton.
Right.
And that was too amazing.
Right.
That was, and also was the fact that is it not just me, but it's obvious he's energized the whole franchise. It's obvious because the defense was playing like they were on fire.
Well, let me say this before, because I'm gonna get to Brandy, because Brandy whispered something in my ear about football this morning.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, what? Feed me.
Wait.
She said she wanted me to feed her.
She said, and I quote what Brandy said. She says, "Look, you can talk about Mark Sanchez all you want to, but don't sleep on my boy Tebow. You guys are just this first game. So, Brandy, before I get to my profile of what happened here, Tebow didn't get to play too much over the weekend. When do you predict he's going to come in and cause the disruption for the ladies? At what game? From game 2, 3, 4, 5, beyond? Where do you think Tebow's going to come in?
I'm just thinking he should just do a calendar.
I'm watching bad.
We're coming up on 2013. It's time to do a calendar.
That's it. I love it. Thank you. Well, you know what? You guys are going to laugh at this, but I think this is exactly.
Thanks, Tim Tebow. John 3:16.
See, you guys don't think I'm telling you the truth. This is how women think about sports. Let them talk about it, and we talk about it. We get into all this other stuff. She's going.
I
John
used to love
3:16.
sports when I was younger, but I've just got older and I watch Lifetime.
HGTV.
Hey, look. Yeah. All I'm saying is this. Now, let me do this because we're going to rate this because we agree, Mario. All the quarterbacks we just went over they were big balling.
Right.
They're all big balling. But I'm going to give you the argument who I thought was the biggest surprise. Now, RG3 didn't have to come that far because Washington is not that great in the first place. So everybody was waiting to see what Shanahan would do. So even if he came into the game...
It was a test of him. I said that before. It was a test more to me of Shanahan than RG3.
So the weight wasn't really on him. And the first game quarterback, he could have ended up like Andrew Luck, who threw 3 interceptions in his outings. No big deal because he's first day, right? So I went over to Peyton and said, you're going to get the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, then I stopped and said, Pittsburgh. But you don't have James Harrison. You don't have Clark. And you don't have, I forgot this other player was on this. So they were kind of limping into the game without having one of the best pass rushers. And then Troy Polamalu had to always play back in Clark's position because of that the ailment he has where he can't play in high altitude. So you didn't get the real full breadth of the Steelers. Now, yes, I give props to Peyton. But we expected Peyton to not fall on his face.
No, I don't know. I expected you to look like this after that much inactivity and major neck surgery.
Right. No, I agree.
I actually expected to see way more of a drop off.
Really?
And I didn't expect the whole team. To me, the whole franchise was energized. I was watching the way that the energy.
Right.
And this, like I said, they seem to be energized. So it painted a picture to me of the remainder of the season, especially in a division which is typically weak.
Right.
But it may not end up being so weak. We may see, right, Vic?
Yeah.
It may not be as weak. On paper right now, it looks weak.
Right.
A weak division. But.
Yeah, a bad day for Peyton Manning is not as bad as other quarterbacks' bad day. So I really didn't expect him, even if he was half, he was going to get a place where they can go like, well, we don't want the backup.
Well, I just thought new team, Vic, all of the things new. Even though Denver has a wonderful assortment of coaches, they have a bunch of. Maybe they're the ones who have the most former head coaches.
I give credit to Elway and them. They said what we see in practice is what we see.
Right.
So did I expect him to falter? No. Guess who I give the biggest impact for the first game because he had the number one bear on his back. You know when you have a bear on your back, Mario, when your knee's about to go out on you, you're going like he's riding me, and that's Tim Tebow. The phenomenon of the most popular athlete in America as it relates to all across the sports, and he's your backup. Not only did New York Jets come in going, we didn't score barely a touchdown in the whole preseason. We went into Buffalo and delivered 40-plus, 48 points on them. I threw for multiple touchdowns, most yards, and I had the Tebow syndrome. I looked at that as I think everybody's waiting for him to fall on his face.
Well, no, I don't think. I don't think it has to be fall on the face. Remember, I believed in specialized offenses for specialized situations, so I don't think it has to be that at all. Mm-hmm. I also tell people that as far as I ever remember, when I played ball, and I'm sure it's just for them, there was always somebody waiting to take your place. So you always had that pressure going on. I'm sure that they've been living with that as a pressure since they were.
That's Tebow calling Brandy right now.
I know, Tim.
Answer the phone if it's Tebow.
Good morning, Tim.
Don't answer it if it's Clinton Portis. He's retired.
Or the IRS.
Well, go on, Vic.
Right. So let me say this. I think most people expected, so to speak, that Mark Sanchez was not going to do the kind of performance that he expected. So for me, he was the most more impressive to me with the weight of expectation and what he had on his back. RG3, first game, even if he messed up, they still would say it's RG3's first game. Peyton Manning, they seen what he could do, and I mean, you almost have to turn around and have him move his legs from under him. Mark Sanchez, everybody's been working on him, telling him his days are done. It's just a matter of time. And he quelled all those opinions, and now we're in the next level of him going, I'm pushing Tim Tebow way back down on the bench right now. So that's my first one. But I got to go to the next one, because now that we're away from the men thing, it's time to get into social media sports, where the social media takes place first, and it's for the ladies. And I have to talk to it in such a way that the ladies understand. When you're on the stage and you have to do something very big, you have to be making a statement. Now, Brandy, you know about making statements, right?
Sure. Look at me.
All right. Making a statement, you're crazy. Making a statement is when you're like Serena Williams and you say, my year has been like this. I've won Wimbledon. I won singles and doubles gold at the Olympics, and I just won my 4th U.S. Open championship. Now, I don't even have to ask you, Brandy, is she big pimping, balling, and something for the ladies?
She's big pimping, but has she really not dated yet? Because I do remember that. So has she been true to that?
See,
Wait, throw me. Look at them arms.
Oh man,
I have never boned anybody with arms like that.
Okay, this is not.
I'm just saying.
I come from the world of big arms.
I'm just saying, there are guys out there. We're scared of stuff like this.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you.
I'm just saying.
I never said she was one for the men. I just.
But
I'll put you on blue screen. Thank you.
Is that a blue screen?
You see, I have a lady. See, they don't realize I have a.
I'm just saying, is that scary? Victor picked this picture on purpose. So he picked the picture on purpose because he knew he was going to have some more shock value on us.
Okay.
And the shock value is look at her arms and shoulder.
Well, watch this.
I have girlfriends that have that arm and shoulder.
See, Brandy.
Sorry.
Brandy.
Not me.
What do their men look like?
Oh, those men. Woo! We need to get some on here.
Oh.
That's who all people be with them.
Oh.
She needs a big man.
You know what? You know your woman can kick your ass.
Wait a minute.
She needs a big
man. You know
man.
your woman might get mad at you one day and just beat your ass.
I want you to notice that. In social, in New Sports, I really don't get to say too much. I let them give the social angle on it. So I love it because it's normal.
EMC said he's scared too.
No, wait a minute. Let me do this. That's a woman who basically is representing success. Mm-hmm. So let me just ask our resident beauty queen, singer, artist, has that je ne sais quoi. Hey, je ne sais quoi.
Hello, bonjour.
I'm looking at your arm. I'm looking at her arms.
That's right. Now,
yeah. She's got pretty thin arms.
Look at.
But you haven't seen me flex.
Bam!
Whoa!
Oh man!
But I don't think you would kick my ass though. I would at least give you a fight. It'll be like Kimberly got the first punch in, and Mario
arms are
came
really
back.
Long. I'll just hold your head far away.
Oh, see, I like you.
You
know what? You can. Okay.
That I should have done.
That's okay. That's it. We work it. That's it. You know what? You can take my chair any day on sports. Okay. You can lead this. Now watch this. Now, if you had to look at Serena and say, what's the first thing that grabs you from a woman who wins a big title, a comeback from behind title, almost going to lose in a couple of points, the title of the U.S. Open. When you look at that picture, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
A winner.
Anything else that comes to your mind?
She looks fit.
Thank you. Anything else?
She get great
She's
teeth.
sponsored by Nike.
Look at her teeth. Look at those teeth.
She's holding it like it's her baby. Look at her.
Thank you.
Her teeth are perfect.
Thank you. See, now, I want you to understand I want you to understand the difference between the front row over there and the people who's on the front row over there. You gave 3 positive answers. You said happy, successful, fit. Now Mario.
Do you imagine her beating up her old man?
See what I'm saying? You see?
I'd have to get to know her personality to find out if she would use her weapons for evil.
Sure mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction.
So now I want you guys to understand why I'm doing this way. We already know she's successful.
To scare
Here's
us.
my question that I think is going to fit, and I'm going to say this. Mario cannot chime in before the ladies do because he's going to try to frame it, and I don't want him to. This is a question for the ladies. So if Mario jumps in, that means he's claiming himself to be a lady. So this is what we're going to do. Keep the picture there.
I do have a feminine side.
Okay.
There you go.
Serena.
Because you're Cancer.
That's right.
I sleep in the west side.
So Serena already said, I'm basically saying last year. Will Serena go from big pimping to, and why am I saying that? She's 30 years old. She already said last year, I'm not dating for 10 years.
Why?
So this is what we're going to get at.
Exactly.
That's reverse psychology.
Wait a minute.
Reverse psychology.
Wait a minute. See, now notice he came in. Mario, you're the last person to sit back and talk about dating.
God. That's right. I ain't dating.
So let me just go to Brandy because this is the question, Brandy. You already know that she already made the claim. Question is, if you get more titles and win more, are you apt to date or hide behind your job because you're constantly winning so you don't have to date? Or if you're losing, do you find yourself saying, I find loneliness because I'm not as popular, so I'm more apt to want to get out there and find my value in other ways, not just from my losing? How would you approach this from Serena's point of view? Would you say she's not going to wait for 10 years because she's going to get on a losing streak? Or she's going to win for the next 10 years? How do you rate it?
Well, I don't want her to go find her value in another man.
Where you want her to find her value?
Oh.
Right?
I co-sign that.
Oh.
Continue.
Oh, keep going, Brandy.
I get you.
If she wants to keep playing, ignore men, seriously, go for it.
Oh.
All the power to you, baby.
Wait a minute. You stop one second. You stop. Wait a minute. You're trying to... Okay, you're endorsing, too, that she can go 10 years without dating, and as she keeps winning.
Well, I need to know if she wants kids, so that's definitely going to throw a little switch in the game.
Okay, well, this is my point. My point is this. Because
dating, what is dating? Because some people say they ain't dating.
That's what I want to know.
What does dating consist of? Because some people say, "Well, I ain't dating," but
she might.
There they go.
Like hang out with people. I don't like. What does it entail? Not dating.
It doesn't dating.
You mean celibacy?
No.
Does it imply celibacy?
I think what she was saying is, and I'm saying this, anything short of claiming a commitment is dating, right?
No, well, if she's just saying I'm not gonna commit and just sleep around, she's like every dude out there.
Right.
But she's not saying that.
I ain't different. I ain't new or different.
I'm taking the high road that Serena is basically saying I like to have monogamous one-on-one relationships, and I'm more for that. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt.
But she didn't say that. She said I'm not dating.
You know what? He takes the...
I'm just saying, Kimberly said the same thing I said. What does that mean?
Yeah, because
does that mean you're not screwing? Does it mean you just...
See what he said.
I'm just saying, my day, I used to say, I remember when I was 25, I said, I'm just dating. That's what I said when I was 25. What does that mean? I'm not your man.
You single.
That's right. I'm single.
Okay, so, let me do this. PMC, I'm not forgetting you guys. I know you're saying that she will hurt a brother. Common, of course, the artist couldn't hang, and usually responses like this comes after a negative breakup or something that wasn't positive. It's a reaction, right? Because you wouldn't say that if you're in a happy relationship.
Usually not. I mean, when you declare yourself, first of all, like you got a choice. That's the other thing. Like you can't walk into 7-Eleven and life kicks you right in the ass. You fall right in love right at the checkout stand. Like you in control. See, it's even thinking you in control of that aspect of your life. But just say you are. Just to go through the thing of saying that, Vic.
Right.
Yeah, we old enough to know what that means.
So,
y'all just jaded. Okay. You just had a bad moment, right? Yeah, we all had one.
Wait a minute.
Now you giving up on love. Yeah. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you gave up on love. Everybody who gave up on love, raise your hand. Every hand in the room.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Me too. I gave up on love.
Oh, and me, I'm just focusing on my career.
Yeah, see, she don't need love. She has a career.
So wait a minute.
So are you dating or what?
So wait. Just making a joke.
Wait a minute.
Focus on Serena.
Thank you. So let me just say this.
Does Kimberly Lola have a man or is she?
You leave Kimberly alone. I got your back.
Thank
you. That's my response. Thank you. Keep them wondering.
Brandy Flores.
So what do you...
I'm all about mystery. Go on.
No. I like that. See, my whole point is this. Brandy and Miss Lola are saying, as I get more successful, and if I'm not dating, I don't need to date. So what you're saying is your relationship is based on how successful your career is going.
No.
Oh, what are you saying?
What are you saying? I don't know what the hell y'all saying.
Wait.
I'm just saying you don't need a man to be successful.
Yeah.
Well, we know that.
But if I'm successful and I want a man, might go get one.
I might go get one at the store.
You might be unhappy.
Why not? I don't know.
The money can't buy everything.
I might pick it up on Sunset Boulevard. I'm not sure.
A good man is hard to find.
Okay.
Let's talk about love.
Okay. So the question.
Love, Brandon.
It's Marky, right?
Morning coffee.
Thank you.
Love.
I learned about love last Monday when we had our guests here. Yeah. That's what I learned.
Excuse me, that just now, huh? Well, good. Now that you
Bill
figured it
Perry's wife loves him.
Wow. Now you're talking about Johnny Britt.
No.
Oh.
You talking about Phil's wife? She said
Phil's
Phil's wife.
wife.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like-
My bad. Okay.
Yeah,
so let me go. Well, let me
she
do
loves
this.
her husband.
What?
She said he's a genius.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
wish for you all love.
Okay.
Exactly.
So let me just do this. So everybody's saying, and this is just my question right now. You're saying that Serena would be better off focusing on her career as opposed to wanting to date. We turned it into she doesn't need a man to be successful. That wasn't the question.
No, but I will say this.
Okay.
You go through life and win all awards, and you don't have someone loving you. That's an empty life. That's empty.
Well, she can find someone to love her after.
I'm just saying, all the awards and accolades in the world and all the money in the world ultimately never replaces people.
It's like Drake said, what's a star when its most important fan is missing?
That's
But
right.
I think Mario brought up a good point. It's
Thank you,
not
Drake.
like she has necessarily a choice. I think, I
Right.
don't know. I
None
guess
of
it
us do,
depends.
right?
Yeah, I guess
You
it
can walk
depends on-
outside, boom, you in love, and then
Right.
your whole world could be changed in an instant.
Thank
In
you.
an instant.
Thank you. So the wrong thing.
I know. Trust me, I'm divorced.
Well, we don't mean like
That's an
that.
answer for everything.
That's not what you guys. You guys are crazy.
not the
So what do
change.
you guys? The message you guys are saying, is that you shouldn't really just put off. It's the wrong thing to say. I'm not going to date for 10
Be
years.
open to love.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that, right?
Be open
I mean,
to
she
love.
can say obviously whatever she wants,
Yeah.
but in 2 years, if she meets the love of her life, she's probably going to come back and say, "Well, I did say this, but
That's right.
It just you can't really predict.
Unless
those
men just say, I don't even want to try with her because she already said she's not dating. So.
things. Some men will
But-
take it as a challenge.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like me not dating.
Okay.
Is that reverse
Take-
psychology?
That
Yeah,
is.
they
bringing it-
I like. You know what? You good.
I was like,
You're good.
ooh.
Now let me just say. So
Tip
basically,
my
if you guys have advice for Serena, and she was your best friend, Brandy, what would you tell her? I think I already know Brandy's answer.
If I was her best friend, I would say, do your best to win all the stuff you can now because you're just going to get older. I mean, date a man here and there, get a free dinner, and
She doesn't need a free dinner.
Wait
She can buy the restaurant.
a minute.
Women like this, I like them to pay.
Wait a minute. Brandy, your
like to
honesty
see
is
what you can
unbelievable.
say.
It's unbelievable. Wait a minute.
that's good stuff.
You know what? Go ahead, Brandy.
No, yeah, I would just, she's got to do whatever she feels. She's going to change her mind a year, 2 years from now, go ahead.
Okay. So the
Women, we say crazy things. You got to understand
Right.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what we learned too.
Yeah, exactly.
You ignore him.
Jim just ignores everything I say.
Right.
So the bottom line is,
Hence, I'm moving out. I'm just kidding.
I got you. So what we're saying is
Follow 'em.
so the bottom line is this:
Follow 'em.
is that when somebody's expressing themselves a certain way like that, just let it roll off of them because the organic, the karma thing comes into play.
Yeah, when your woman starts talking this, it's
Craziness.
basically try to keep the sex going as long as you can.
Go
That's
ahead.
what you really. That's what it
Get
comes
away,
down
get
to.
away.
Oh my
Before
goodness!
she finds herself, you are out. You locked out
Get
the
in where you
box.
fit in. That's what
So do you guys believe in what you put out in the universe will come back to you? Do you believe in that?
Sometimes sometimes it doesn't. Not true at all. Thank you, Lord. Sometimes because a whole lot of us putting out some bad shit, and life will help us along anyway. Children and fools, right?
So what is the term? Since we always tell our kids and people who look up to us and everything to say think positive, right? So are we lying when we say that?
Think positive.
No.
Yeah, think positive is you always think positive. You put it out there, right?
Well, I think I don't necessarily know if there's some force out there saying, okay, you did a good thing. Now I'm going to put a good karma point in your jar and bring it back to you. But I think it's more of an out, like how
Projecting?
you project yourself. If walk into a room and you have a negative aura about you, people are going to respond to that. So I think that's the more immediate, instant gratification or lack thereof of the whole karma thing. It's like when I walk into a room and I'm smiling, 10 people want to come talk to me because they're like, she looks positive, you know what I mean? So
That's a wonderful
and they feel
example,
your light. I
Kimberly.
mean, everyone feels your light when you walk into a room.
Specifically our ladies here today, because even through the internet, can't y'all feel them?
Exactly.
I can feel her.
Am I oozing onto your screen?
Mara gets to feel me in person.
Girl.
No, it's not
That
that.
came out wrong.
No, you did fine. I didn't catch it.
It's good stuff here.
I didn't catch it.
When Mario goes, ooh, then I know I said something wrong.
No, Mario.
No, he was feeling the muscle.
I'm just an old man.
Oh, he was touching. I didn't see that.
See?
That
I was
camera
feeling Brandy's muscle.
Darn, I couldn't sit next to my
No, you couldn't. And let me just say this so you.
They're
so now you
wonderful,
get it.
by the way.
What they do on my segment, they have this whole thing going on while I'm doing my thing. So you have to really listen with 2 ears because that's the whole thing. They go like, don't say anything while he's not talking.
It's what they
And when he
call
starts talking, now
the
let's talk.
new-new.
And then they start pinching each other and everything. All right. All right. So now I'm going
started
to
it.
go. Well, I'm just
Victor
saying.
desperately wanted to have a friend on his side.
I needed somebody
Yeah,
on
I
my
know.
side, period. Okay, now look, I'm just going to say this. She doesn't earn big pimping. I'm just saying this. Serena doesn't earn big pimping until she gets to what? And then we can go to the next subject. She'll get big pimping when she gets what? Brandy.
Oh, I was going to say a baby.
That's good. That's your first thought. Mario, she gets big pimping when she gets what?
Because I already think she hit Big Pimpin'.
Oh, really?
And I'm not going to say it when she gets a man. So
And all
that's
the
a
women
setup
will be like,
question.
what? That's what
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah, because I already think she's hit it, kind of.
Wait a minute.
I think she's getting Big Pimpin' when she's comfortable and satisfied.
Okay, I got you. Now,
She just has to mellow out. If she's going to be that way approaching the future,
Right.
the way you do that to me is you get more mellow. Because you can't control anything. And so you might as well relax and enjoy the ride. And she's got plenty of money. She can affect herself, her
Right.
family, and everybody, so she can relax and enjoy the ride.
I got you.
But so that's all I can wish for her, because she to me, that's the issue. When you hit the pinnacle,
Yeah.
you've been at the pinnacle.
I agree.
So where else do you go from there? There's nowhere but down.
Okay.
Or to the side.
Or she could coast, maybe.
To the side,
Yeah.
fashion. She has enterprise. She's a brand.
Already successful.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
I like.
She has all
she's
the
a
success in the
brand.
world.
She's doing
Right.
what we're talking about doing here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
She's a brand.
Yes.
Clothing, everything.
So the part that I look for, the whole point of me saying this is that I think she could top it off when she does have that wonderful
Love.
synergy of love and somebody
Love.
she could really say,
I do
this
too.
is my ride or die. And I just think that always comes with anything that you do.
Men
That's
or
just fun.
women?
Yeah, that's just.
I'm just saying, that's why you get weird. What happens if you get a lot of money, success, and you don't have those things?
Yeah.
You start getting high
Right.
And drank.
because you got nothing else to
Yeah,
do.
see?
And then you drank.
You have that's right. Because you thought the money was gonna make you good, so you were counting on the money making it good. When the money didn't make it good, you got to get high.
So, Brandy, guess where you get your points from? Although it may have not come across the same way, when you actually said, get paid, get your cheese and everything, in a certain way, you was going like, you go ahead and get your cheese, but you can also get other things along with it.
Exactly.
She's
I know. You're always feeling me.
Yeah, I'm just
Ooh.
seeing
I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Sorry,
What's going
sorry.
on? You caught it.
Mental feeling.
Oh, okay, that's what I meant.
Right.
That's what I meant.
All right, you guys, we're going to take you on another journey, and this journey is a little different because something's happened. If you have heard of this wonderful actor, his name is Al Pacino. And Al Pacino, for a lot of folks, is still a gangster, even though in real life he's not. Well, guess what? Al Pacino could be portraying Joe Paterno in movie, which means my question is, will the producers get it right with the casting of Sandusky and Penn State? Because if you're going to make a movie of this wonderful institution called Penn State, Al Pacino, a great actor, and you have the casting of Joe Paterno, I want to know who's going to play Sandusky. Will they
Michael
get it right?
Seymour Hoffman.
Michael Seymour Hoffman. Well, let's just find out
I
from the
wonder
ladies.
who's going to be.
Let's get the ladies in there.
That's a great idea.
Would you go
Yeah.
see this movie and you kind of know the story, the backstory on this because of the
Is that
scandal?
a pun?
I knew he was going to do
The
this.
backstory.
I knew he was going to do this. So here's it. Kimberly, have you followed any of the controversy with Penn State as it relates to the child abuse, sex abuse, the whole thing?
I've Vaguely sounds familiar, so I don't know
Okay.
if I'm a good contributor to
That's
this.
okay. That's okay.
That's all right. It's all about abuse.
It's abuse.
So
It's
you know
abuse.
something you know about.
So here's my thing. I've seen comments on this where they're saying here they're already. The question is about this because I know when I ask Brandy's going to say, okay, what are you looking forward to if this movie is coming out? Will you go see it because it's Al Pacino, or is it because you want to see how the movie is going to be framed, or would you just
the
say
shower scene?
Basically, it's more
You
of
wanna
a
see the shower
it's a
scene.
Lifetime movie unless you have someone big in it like Al Pacino.
Wow. So would you go see it?
Oh yeah, of course.
What would be the thing you would be interested in? The portrayal of the actor Al Pacino and his close association with Joe Paterno as the framing of the character? Or all the things that go with it that we don't know because movies tend to bring out a lot of data, whether it's closely associated with the truth perceptions or
Yeah,
not.
exactly. So, is everything in the movie the truth?
Yes.
Obviously. But no, I like, Al Pacino. I'd love to see him in the movie.
You would like to see it.
But it could also just go straight to Lifetime with somebody else.
Thank you. Okay, I got you. All right, so Mario.
And I would watch it.
So Mario, I know you're a movie buff.
The marketing, branding controversies make this both scary and makes the opportunities bigger than anything ever.
Yes.
Because you can imagine if you're trying to sell this movie, you already have this huge controversy.
That's right.
An ongoing situation too. So all of that's going to fuel into this. And then again, the alleged shower scenes, how that's going to be portrayed.
See, now you
who's
get it.
going to play the young victims.
That's
so
right.
unfortunately, it ends up being the pimping of the situation, which can be unfortunate, but it does represent one of those situations. You've had other ones.
Yes.
Patty Hearst.
Yes.
The Menendez brothers.
Yes.
O.J. Simpson, where the media jumps on these things with both feet because the opportunities are just incredible. But you also get to see how well they pimp things.
Well,
And also they have to walk very carefully at the same
Well,
time.
you hit the nail on the head, and PMC you did too at Pittsburgh. Yes, they don't have a director, they don't have a script yet, but really part of your survey is to put it out there to see how people will feel about it, and it's still sensitive now. So my whole thing is I think they expect to have this thing about what they don't want to see. People will rail against it. They're already going to have comments about the industry profiting off of this. All those are fuel for making a movie.
And Vic, let me tell you something. Chat room's weighing in on this heavily.
Yeah.
And interesting. Here's another suggestion to play Sandusky, James Woods.
Oh, good one.
That's a good one. That's
but-
Mac. That's a good suggestion too.
But he may not cross over to the younger market as well. We know where James comes from, but
Right.
he may not hit that younger market
Right.
because you may need something. But it's a great suggestion. So I'm just saying, if you had a younger cat, if you had a bad boy cat, let's find out from Brandy and because they watch Bad Boys all the time. Of course, they don't tell us because they're wonderful women of success and purity.
Well,
So
Kimberly's doing some with her hair.
I know I'm watching the whole. I know. Horrible. I'm blown. But I tell
Y'all
you
got
what.
the door shut.
Oh, no, it closed on its own.
Oh.
It closed on its own. In the meantime, I'm just saying this. If you guys want to stay around after this answer, I will be showing you the fanning of the Kimberly Lola. Bam! Calendar.
There we go.
But let me just do this for the most part. I need to just get an answer from you guys. Fail or success as a movie going out on this?
It can't fail.
You don't think it can fail?
All you could do is mess it up
Yeah.
politically with the audiences by treading over the victims and stuff like that. But in terms of getting people to see it,
Right.
all you have to do is put the right cast in. And the wife playing his wife, Meryl Streep or somebody. Come on,
Right.
we can. And again, who do you portray as the younger ones too?
Right.
Because that's a big deal too. For example, Justin Bieber or somebody is one of the
Yeah.
victims. I don't know.
Well,
you get really creative. I know you get a little creative. Get a little
Brandon.
creative in here.
Right.
Oh, crazy.
And yeah.
I know, I agree. And my whole thing is that in film production, they really know how to build up the story to actually get to you enough that you are interested in the film. It's the thing that if nobody's interested in it and leaves no comments, no survey responses, that tells them bad news. So here's the thing.
Well, they bring the people into what they do is they'll bring in a spot group,
Right.
and do some statistical analysis, and all that stuff actually works out very accurately. You'd be surprised.
Okay, so here's the vote, you guys. Al Pacino's the man because obviously they needed Al.
Great choice.
Okay, is he big pimping or just a baller?
Both.
He's both. Whoa.
Yeah, because he's so credible. See, what happens is too, he brings credibility to your film in a certain level. See, now, just by having him, see, now you've added a really credible name. Now get a really like Oliver Stone. You know, get him to direct it. Right. See, all of a sudden everybody goes, oh. See, then you kind of said, oh, wait,
right.
Ooh, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people that make you go,
okay.
Wow. Even Clint Eastwood.
Okay. I got you. All right, so let me do this. Miss Lola, you watch movies. You always look at a character that has that bad boy image that you just go like, I love that man as a bad boy. If there was an actor that played a bad boy role, could you name one right at the top of your head?
No, I'm not really a movie person. Oh man, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
I might know what he looks like, but I probably wouldn't know his name.
But you know bad boy when it hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, yeah.
You know, he did Hoover.
Really.
He did J, and he did J. You know, the one he did on J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, he played Howard Hughes.
And they watched him. You aged him, and he can do some interesting stuff.
Okay, so we don't have anyone who can bump out Al. So Al's the man right now.
Not for that role.
No.
But you have the Sandusky role, and also the roles of the guy who turned him in.
Right.
I mean, the other assistant coach. I forgot his name.
No, I know you're talking about. So the bottom line is yet to be determined, but we're already satisfied that Al Pacino is going to be Big Pimpin'.
Yeah, I am. That's like a big deal.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this and exit it out real quick. I'm gonna reach behind me, and I'm gonna have Kimberly, because calendars are sporty. And I'm apologizing for the last time when I put up in front of Kimberly's face her calendar.
No,
that's the right place. That looks really weird on camera.
I was trying to connect.
It looks really weird though.
So I want Kimberly just to open it up, find a page, and say, in your wonderful words, don't you want to have a picture of your creativity with my creativity?
What?
Just open a
random page. Which picture would be the example?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me?
Oh, see, there you go.
I like that picture.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the one you like.
That's what I'm saying.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to contribute to my next calendar, send me a photo, and your idea could be in the next one.
Bam.
Your idea. And then you could also win a photo shoot with me, which won't go in the calendar, but it will go on my website, and I will tell everybody, and you can tell all your friends. Yeah.
She said, oh, man. Okay, there you go. Big Pimpin' or Ballin' for Kimberly Lola.
Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin'.
Thank you. They took them a long time. They're slow.
We are slow sometimes.
I like the cover.
Okay. I am done. New Sports is over. Take us out, Mario. I like that.
Everybody, Kimberly Lola, Freddie Flores holding it here at New Sports. Mr. Allen's only ever look. Brought to you by the Ball and Black Man. Tune in. Get sporty. Get sporty.
That was